We continue with 3-round mock drafts. We're to the Detroit Lions, and I have found 3 guys that fit this team so well. They're all tough. They're all physical. They're all super talented, and I think they could help take Detroit to that next level. I still think this is the team to beat in the NFC, even with Philadelphia, because Philadelphia is about to lose a lot. Detroit, not so much. I'm Jeremy Green of ESPN Radio Asheville and NFLDraft.net, and this is a 3-round mock draft for the Detroit Lions. First round pick 28, I'm going to address the biggest need on this team, and that's a player to line up on the opposite side of Aidan Hutchinson and be that legit pass rush threat. 28, Jack Sawyer, edge rusher out of Ohio State. This kid had a 17.7% pass rush win rate, 89.4 pass rush grade last year at Ohio State, 10 sacks, 16 quarterback hits, 38 quarterback hurries. The only thing I hate about the playoff is that it tipped everybody off to how good this kid was, because he was going to be the captain of the Amon-Ra St. Brown team of players I like better than the industry. I had him in my top 25 before the playoff run. I think he would be great value right here. He also holds up against the run. I think he profiles as a 3-down defensive end in this league. And I just look at his attitude, the way he plays. He's such a Dan Campbell guy. And I think he would be a great fit for Detroit at number 28. Jack Sawyer, edge rusher out of Ohio State. Now, the line for Detroit is really good, but I think they have a need for a guard, and I'm going to give them one. But it's a guard that hadn't played guard in 2 years. From Purdue, pick 60, Marcus Mbow. This kid is as good of a run blocker as you're going to see in this class, and that comes from the tackle position. Did have a little bit of an injury issue in 2023. Not as refined necessarily as you want, but he is big, he's physical, he's strong, and he's tough. 6'5", 300 pounds. I'm curious to see what his arms measure at when we get to the combine next week, because some people see him as a tackle. I really see him as an aggressive guard in a system like what Detroit has. Metrics are not going to be great because Purdue was just not very good. But when you watch that team on tape, he absolutely jumps off. Right here at pick 60 to the Detroit Lions, Marcus Mbow from Purdue. One pick left, and this might be the most versatile player, not necessarily that I've ever seen, but in this draft class. Pick 101, Shamar Turner, defensive player from Texas A&M. I find A&M players really hard to grade because they move them around so often that it's kind of hard to figure out what position they play. I think there's a good chance that Detroit's going to lose Levi Onwuzurike. This would be a replacement. I believe he is a defensive tackle. At Texas A&M, he played all up and down the defensive line and even played a handful of snaps as an off-ball linebacker at 6'4", 300 pounds. The problem with him and the reason that he is here, if you watch the tape from Mike Elko, he was not particularly good last year. Pass rush win rate went down. Run stop win rate went down. I think he profiles as a really good run defender, I would say immediately. I just don't think he fit Elko particularly well. I've seen him be a good run defender in the past. Where it's going to be a little bit of I'll say a work in progress. He has always used his physical gifts, and he doesn't really have a bevy of pass rush moves. He doesn't really have ways that he wins other than out physical, out strength, out speed. There's no craft to the game. This kid needs work. He's not a refined product the way that Shamar Stewart is. Shamar Turner comes in here at pick 101 to the Detroit Lions. If you like these picks, click that like button at the bottom of the screen. And subscribe to the channel so you can see all of our content. We're going to be doing this for 63 more days leading up to the 2025 NFL Draft, and we will be there live for all 3 days of it from Radio Road, broadcasting live every pick, instant analysis right here on the channel. Next week, the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine, we're there pillar to post. Every workout, every interview, every player, we will be just churning out content next week. And if you subscribe to the channel, you get to see it all. We will do another set of 3-round mock drafts the week after the combine with what changed, all the things that we heard, all of the information that we gathered in Indianapolis. And then we will start in on 7-round mock drafts after free agency has started. We wait about a week till the big guys have signed, and then we kind of let in on 7-round mock drafts. You can find me on Twitter at ESPN Draft Nerd, and you can find me noon every weekday on ESPN Radio Asheville and the iHeartRadio app. You can also find me at NFLDraft.net. All of our prospect rankings, all of our evals will be coming out on the website over the next few weeks. I'm Jeremy Green. This is the Sportsocracy, and this has been a 3-round mock draft for the Detroit Lions.
I'm unapologetic. Cancel, yeah, you can try. You can't cancel what's been tonight. I ain't been had a shit, no silver spoon inheritance. Tired of trying to be what other people want me to be. And now you get what you see.